Hey guys, we're here from everybodyfit and everybodyfit.net to talk to you a little bit about why everyone should be working on their push-ups. Whether we're working with personal training clients, physical therapy, patients, group exercise classes, boot camps, we work on a push-up all the time, all right? We hear, especially from female clients, that they want to work on their core strength, they want to work on their arm strength. A lot of females will say, I'm strong in my lower body, but I don't have upper body strength. But push-ups are so tough, but they can also be the answer, because the reason they're so difficult to do isn't because your arms are weak or the back of your arms are weak. It's because it requires every muscle from your hands to your toes, we always say. Okay, so whether you're working on your posture muscles, your chest and your shoulders, working on your core, abdominal, lower back muscles, or your hip muscles, push-ups are awesome. All right, so let's get to it. All right, now we're going to look at a push-up or two here that Becky's going to do. Now remember, push-ups are not difficult only because your arms may be weak. Okay. Muscles are either weak throughout your entire body, or they're just not firing, they're not working for you, all right? And that's why push-ups are so great, because they're going to work on your abdominal muscles working for you, your shoulder muscles, your hip muscles, everything else, okay? Quick explanation, if she gets into push-up position, go ahead and get it in your plank. We call this a push-up plank. A lot of people do these on your elbows. To be in your hands and toes, every muscle is working between her hands and her toes. That's why this is a difficult position to hold, okay? Her hip muscles need to fire, her lower back, and her shoulder blades. Go ahead and come up for a second. Okay? So just to hold that position, it's a great way to begin. Try to hold that for 30 seconds, 45 seconds at a time, getting deep breaths in the entire time. Okay? So to assess yourself and see what is the weak link in the chain while you're doing a push-up, we'll go ahead and look at three things. The first one, we look at your upper body and your shoulder blades. So go ahead and demonstrate. If you begin to go down into your push-up, and what happens is you go down and one shoulder begins to break down before the other one, or your shoulder blades really spike out from behind your back, that's where a lot of that weakness may be. Okay, so especially for throwing athletes, especially for your posture, anything upper body, that's the improvement you want to make. Okay, that's what you're working on. Then we look at your abdominal. Okay, if your abdominal area, if your core isn't firing, what we usually see is you come down and your lower back really digs down. Okay, so if you really see that fall in your lower back, that means your abdominal muscles are not holding your waist up. And then last one would be your hips. Okay, so for tight hips, tight glutes, if you drop here, these muscles in this area here are not firing for you. Okay, so to improve a push-up, she's going to do what we call a bottom-up push-up. This is a tough push-up. If you can do this, all right, it proves that all these muscles are firing at the same time. She tightens her abs up, she tightens her glutes up, and she comes up off the floor at the same time. Perfect. That's a good looking push-up. If you can't do that yet, go down to your knees, a modified push-up. But the same thing, her knees, hips, and shoulders are in line. So go ahead and go down and come up. Her entire body still comes off the ground each time. That's what we're looking for. And that's perfect. One more time. Excellent. Whether on the back of a couch, you can go ahead and stop. The back of a park bench while you're doing a walk, a picnic table, a countertop even at home. Go ahead and knock out a few push-ups, keeping these few principles in mind, and I guarantee you'll start feeling a tighter waist, better posture, tighter hip muscles. Okay?